Heyo, Beaver Baseball. Love getting on here. Another episode with one of our alums. Today, we are very lucky. We have Kevin Gunderson, the Beaver legend himself. Once upon a time, the all-time save leader here at Oregon State before Jake Mulholland came in and took the lead on that one. But one of my favorite guys to catch as well, all time. And we even did it up at the Northwest Convention for one of our talks. Kevin Gunderson, welcome on.
Mitch, thank you for having me. I appreciate the invite. Always excited to do some stuff for Beaver Baseball and excited to chat with you this morning.
I'm going to hit you with 3 questions today, so we'll keep it kind of short, but I mean, I could sit here and ask you questions all day. First one up for you. What were your biggest learning moments at Oregon State?
Well, I think moving away from home and being home for 18 years and then going off on your own, I think a couple of the biggest things were time management, and navigating through school, workouts. It was a full day. Just as your players know now, it's not just a hey, go to practice for a couple hours and then be done. There's all sorts of things that go on. So I think time management, and then off of that, just discipline. I think discipline and everything that you have with, you're not a normal college student. And so it's you have to accept that. So I think the discipline and time management are the 2 biggest things for me because I believe they go hand in hand.
True that, brother. And that never changes. That day to day, we got to remind ourselves of those things and stick with them. And I really want to dig into your pro career as well and what you learned from there. But I mean, you had a phenomenal career here at Oregon State as a student athlete. Jumped into professional baseball with the Braves and played there for a long time. But then you started Gunderson Baseball. And how has that journey taken shape? Because you've really built a successful brand up there in the greater Portland area.
Yeah, 17 years, the end of this month. So I started doing lessons and training when I was in pro ball, started in 2007. And it was just kind of a chance to earn some extra income because, as you know, in the minor leagues at that time, we weren't making a lot of money. I think I spent 1 year. I think more money went to clubhouse dues than it actually went to in my pocket. So I started doing training just to make some extra money and would do that every off season. And my clientele list kind of grew and grew and grew. And then when I'd leave for pro ball for that year, my clients were excited, but also a little sad that I was going to be gone and wouldn't be back. And so when I finished playing, I was at a crossroads in my life. It was either go get a big boy job or try and make a living out of training. And I applied for a couple jobs and didn't do well enough on the interviews to get a job. And so I told my wife, I said, hey, I think we can give this a go. And worst case, we'll go apply for some more jobs and do it. And so 2014, I started Gunderson Baseball, and I've just been going strong ever since, and very blessed with a really good clientele base. I think that's where it all starts. It's not so much me. It's I get really good kids. I get kids that come in and want to work hard and have a passion and a growth mindset to want to get better, and so it's been a fun ride. People still ask me, "What's your real job?" And I have to tell them this is my real job. I do this for a living, and it's a lot of fun. I think when you do something that you love and that you're passionate about, it just doesn't feel like a job. But it's fun to go to the facility every day and have an opportunity to have an impact on the young youth of the game right now, and hopefully get them to a point where they can move on to college and maybe beyond.
Yeah, well, as we've all seen from watching, I think every college coach in the country and every pro organization knows of all the guys that you've had and you've got to teach both on-field and off-field stuff, and you continue to do a tremendous job. So it's one of those things. If they train with Kevin, you know that they got a good head on their shoulders and that they're extremely athletic and competitive. So you've done a phenomenal job there, brother.
Appreciate it.
I guess the last question, another big thing for me is, dude, you got such an amazing family, wife, kids, and you're a very busy man growing this I mean, really, you got kids all over that you're teaching, so you have a big family. How do you balance that work and home life? Because this could be something that a lot of us need to hear.
Yeah, I self-admittedly at times have not been good with it, as my mind at times can be, on work mode. And like you said, I've been very blessed. I'm starting to get kids that are flying in from different parts of the country, and so trying to carve out the work time, because I don't want to turn those kids away. But I also have, a 9 and a 12-year-old who are super active in sports. My wife has made tremendous sacrifices over the years, both when I was playing baseball to now, because my work hours are so unique, especially during the school year. I have to go in the late afternoon. And so, there's still room for growth and some development in that stages of my life. I think, one thing is just being present in the moment when I'm at home. When I know that I can put my phone down and continue to do a better job of just put the do not disturb sign, and knowing that I can, always circle back and get back to those people. But I think it's, something that's, a continued process, and being able to find that balance of, like, I got to go into the facility here in a little bit to train with some guys. And then I can flip my mode into kids for a couple hours and wife for a couple hours. And then I got to go back to the facility for a full night of training. And so I think it's just being present in the moment, and fighting that urge to want to hop on your phone when there's something that you can look at, and fighting that urge of just saying it doesn't have to happen right now, and it can wait.
True that, man. And that's, like you said, it's part of being a man is admitting, like, where we continue to have to get better. And I think all of us sit in that bucket as well. Like, some days we can be pretty good at it. Other days we can slip and not, that's why we have our accountability partners at home with our wives and
Yep.
Our close-knit family that reel us back in. But it's nice to know, like, we're all kind of in the same boat. We're still learning, just like the student athletes are learning. We're continuing our learning curve as well, trying to make sure we are elite at everything that we do. And that's part of the fun of teaching, right? Like, we're pouring into other people, and they don't even maybe know it, that they're pouring into us and teaching us good example.
Yep. No, I 100% agree. I think it's something that we all can improve on. And, it's just like having your phones out when you're, on the couch next to your spouse watching a show. It's like, why do you have your phone out? There's just no reason. There's nothing that important in that moment that you need your phone in your hand. I need to do a better job of, before we have people over for a barbecue, my phone rings and I take it, and it's, Nelson Keljo that wants to tell me something exciting or something like that. And my wife looks at me like, you could probably help with some of this prep work. That would be nice. We have house guests coming over in 15 minutes. So, sorry, Nelson, sometimes I'm not going to be able to take that call.
That's awesome, man. Kev, I appreciate you giving us, about 10 minutes this morning and sharing with me and Beaver Nation. And it's really good to see your face again, brother. I know I want to see more of you. And let me know when that wing's feeling good and you're ready for us to line up a alumni game. Come down here and deal. I'll jump behind the plate if you're throwing.
Can I have an L screen in front of me in case somebody hits a line drive back at me? Because I don't think I have the reflexes to defend myself.
We can line something up, brother. Well,
perfect.
Hey, enjoy getting out there and training the young bucks, and talk to you soon, brother.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
Go Beavs.